when someone's ideas are that universally attacked, that can arouse that much hostility, that was a signal to me that there must be something there worth paying attention to. Osho's philosophy had at its very core, at least as I understand it, and I'm certainly no expert, the idea of every individual thinking for himself or herself and living free. Freedom is a heady wine, and it's too much of a heady wine for a great many people. Most of us are inherently lazy, and it would be so nice if we could find an identity, a set of beliefs, say when we're 25 years old or younger, and just hold on to them for the rest of our lives, and a lot of people do, and of course rigor mortis sets in instantly. You are dead long before you actually leave your body. I have never sought out Osho in person. I've never been a disciple. I'm not a disciple, but I have found certain of his ideas to be quite attractive and brilliant. And one of the things that first caused me to have interest in him was the fact that he was so soundly and roundly rejected and attacked by both the left and the right, by both the unthinking masses and educated, liberal intellectuals. And when someone's ideas are that universally attacked, that can arouse that much hostility, that was a signal to me that there must be something there worth paying attention to. I think the sexual aspect of Osho's teaching was one of the most difficult aspects of it for many Americans to deal with. Americans take their sexuality far too seriously, and the very fact that Osho's version did incorporate sexuality, incorporated joy, because it isn't just about sex, it's about joy, it's about life. But certainly in the past 50 years, there has not existed a teacher in the world who understood the value of playfulness and wit quite so well as Osho. Buddhism is very trendy in the United States right now. There are people all over Hollywood who have put away their vials of cocaine and taken out their incense and their temple bells. And I think that's certainly a step in the right direction. But Orthodox Buddhism, is really just as rigid as Orthodox Christianity. It allows a little more room for growth, but not a great deal more. And I was very amused by his 90-odd Rolls Royce. I think it's perhaps the grandest joke ever played on consumerism and materialism. From what I understand of him and his teachings, he had no particular interest in those cars whatsoever. It was a teaching. It was a modern-day analogy to a modern-day equivalent to one of Jesus' parables. He used that as an illustration of how absurd the religion of the dollar, of money and materialism really are.